Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Once again, it's on 1018 live from the DMV. It is the homie, Mainman, Mademan sliding up in this joint. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. It's going down, man. Thought I get up on here real early. Y'all know how I do in the morning. Quick live stream, get in, get out, very concise and to the point. And that's how we gonna keep it. Salute to everybody in Mainman, Mademan's boxing form. Salute to everybody out there. Sean, what's up, man? Good morning to Sean Isaacs in the building. He asked the question this morning, yo, man, who wins? The Tyson who lost to Lewis versus the Roy Jones who beat John Ruiz? I'm rocking with Roy, fam. I'm rocking with Roy. He is the more active fighter, more recent guy in the ring. Even though he ain't gonna give me much, I'm still going with Roy, man. I think they got Mike under control where he ain't gonna go in there for no crazy knockouts, man. And if he do, he gonna be done by round 2. You could best to believe. My man likes way too many trees. I'm rocking with Roy, man. Salute to Dimitri Cohen this morning. Good morning, family. Good morning to you, man. Good morning to everyone that catches this live and everyone that catches this on the playback. So let's get into this real quick, man. So the issue that I want to talk about real quick is the Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury mediation. They call it a mediation. You know what I mean? So we hear the news out this week that Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder will be heading to mediation. They will have a retired judge to preside over this. Then it will proceed to possibly a legally binding arbitration. So, you know, this retired judge will have legally binding powers, fam. I want y'all to acknowledge that. So the thing is, I even did a small video on this the other day. I took it down because it was attracting way too much for my liking, anti-Wilder sentiment. And I did a little joking video. I was just joking and playing. I was like, oh man, they went and got Judge Judy for this joint, you know, because I figured off the jump, just like everybody else who originally heard this, like they could have came a little harder. You know, I know the questions surrounded it swirled around in y'all heads. Well, why did Deontay Wilder only do a mediation? What is that? You mean to tell me you wait months and don't say nothing, and then you come out with a mediation? You come out with Judge Judy. And that's why I was thinking at first. And I was like, yo, man, I was expecting a court proceeding, some lawyers, you know what I mean? Let's really make the rubber meet the road here, man. Let's make something happen. Until I started to look into this a little bit more. You know what I mean? C-Cut, what's up? Good morning, fam. What's up with you? What's up with you? So I had to look into this a little bit more to see if this thing has some teeth and if it's worth mentioning, because I was willing to come on here and say, I'm not feeling this defense, but I take it back. This is a good move, actually, by Deontay Wilder. The thing is that he's exercising a portion in his contract called the dispute resolution clause, in which that allows this process to start winding out. Now, there's a lot of advantages, believe it or not, in mediation and arbitration that you don't get in court proceedings. This is more so like a slimline version of a court proceeding. It's like a slimline, faster version, less expensive, everything else like that. But it still has the same powers of, say, a court decision. And we're going to get there. We're going to get them. We're going to break this down. I'm not a lawyer by far, but I did a little research and I see that this is actually not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. The thing is, when I was saying Judge Judy and Judge Joe Brown and all that, it's actually facts, because that's what they are. They arbitrators. They are just regular, like retired lawyers or retired judges or just honestly regular people. And the people that come on them shows entrust that whatever, that judge or whatever, and they sign a document that say, hey, we're giving you the power to decide over the situation. That's all it is in a nutshell, as long as it's legally binding. And from what I understand, it is. But I will say this. I still think that this is some sort of horse and pony show. I don't think that there's no seriousness about this really like that. I just don't see it. I believe that the fight still goes on in February, and I think we're just going through the crap to hype the fight up. That's what I'm believing. I could be wrong, but it just seems that way. I got Deontay Wilder, right, coming out making his case be known about everything he felt went wrong in that fight. Yet nothing in court, nothing in the front of a commission. I got Mark Breland being defamed, but he don't do no legal action. I got Tyson Fury talking about defamation. We just talked about this, right? Yet he does no legal action. He's just talking. He's just talking. Everyone's just talking. No one is sitting down and actually saying, you know what, I'm going to court. We're gonna make this, you know. No, it's just a bunch of talk, a bunch of fluff. That's what I see. They know they can't get out of that contract. So anyway, that's how I believe. And I'm going to tell you why I believe this. Salute to everybody. Good morning, Fistiana. Good morning, good morning, good morning. DJ Zion Love in the building. Good morning to you, family. What's up? What's up? Silver Salamo, what's up with you? What's going down? What's going down? Bruce goes in the building. What's up? What's up, fam? So, good morning to everybody, man. Good morning to everyone. So let's get into Shelly Finkel's quote, if we can, right? According to Shelly Finkel, the co-manager of Deontay Wilder, we're going into this very optimistically this week and hope for a conclusion to the matter before the end of the year. I'm going to stop right there. Did anybody catch that? Or am I the only one? Why do I always got to be the guy? Anybody catch that last sentence? We're going into this very optimistically. Hope for a conclusion to the matter before the end of the year? Not the end of the week. Not the end of the day. The end of the year. Tyson Fury is talking about fighting in December. You're waiting on the conclusion before the end of the year. I'm going to tell you what I believe is going to happen here. This supposed mediator, arbitrator, is going to get in here and they're going to say, you know what? This is actually, it's not Deontay Wilder's fault. It's the network's fault. Y'all had an agreement to fight in October. He never backed out. So, yes, I think y'all should have to have this fight after Tyson Fury has his December fight. That's what's going to end up, I think, happening. I think that's what's going to end up happening right there. They're going to allow Tyson Fury to go and face this fight, this Cabiel guy, in December, and then they're going to pick back up on the trilogy. That's what I think. Come on. Why are you waiting to the end of the year? And then why do you put this arbitration out here so close to December? Now, I understand Bob Arum and Frank Warren, they recently came out, I think, last month talking about how they were going to skip past the December date. So maybe that's why they waited so late in the game to come out with this. Because truth be told, according to Bob Arum, he hasn't been speaking to the other side like that. Like he hasn't spoke to Shelly Finkel since the last fight. So, they probably thought that everything was all good. And then, Tyson Fury's side comes out with this crap towards closer to December. And so they got caught off guard by it. So this is what they had to do. Fine. That's fine. That could be the issue. But it just seems like a horse and pony show to me, man. According to Shelly Finkel, he says that we wouldn't go into it if I didn't hope for a positive outcome. But I'm sure that they think so too. Yeah. So this is cool. But you ain't going to get your verdict to the end of the year, man. Let's say if this verdict doesn't come out, or they call it an arbitration award, and we're going to get there. But let's say if the arbitration award comes out at the end of the year, then what? Tyson Fury still going to get the Cabiel fight. Don't matter. You know what I mean? Then what? It's just y'all don't see this, man. Like, it just seems a little odd to me, this whole thing. And for him to say we're gonna be good to the end of the year, we'll wait to have this conclusion by the end of the year. That's a long ways down the line. I don't know, fam. Maybe I'm looking too much into this the wrong way. The end of the year? The end of the year, though. I don't know. This just seems a little funny to me, man. It just seems a little funny to me. You know what I mean? C-Cut says, Mainman, Fury is trying to duck out the fight just like he did against Vladimir Klitschko. Facts. DJ Zion Love says, everything is eerie, bro. I agree, bro. This thing is just eerie to me. You got all of these accusations flying left and right from both sides. Nobody ain't really going to court. It's all in the public opinion. And then we go into a mediation that expects a conclusion by the end of the year, at least according to Shelly Finkel. All right, man. Okay, Mike Ryan, what's up, fam? I think Fury doing anything he can to get out of the fight because everybody know he cheated and Wilder's going to be on fire. Yeah, they want that money over in the Middle East. They see the bag of money sitting over there, so they're trying to get out of this, hoping they can do it. But they know they can't do it. I think all of this was just to get a rouse out of Deontay Wilder. To be honest with you, they know they ain't going nowhere. They just wanted that December fight, make a little bit of money, see if Deontay Wilder and then we're going to allow them out of the contract, but they know they're not going nowhere. This ain't happening, man. It's just not happening. Good morning to Stormy B-Man in the building. Appreciate you sliding through yesterday, man. Had a great time, man. Great time yesterday. Good morning, that Mainman, Mademan. Thanks for inviting me on yesterday and allowing me to cook with you on Crawford and Brook all day, man. Anytime, fam. Anytime. We more than welcome, bro. Listening to Stormy break it down yesterday, man, was a breath of fresh air, man. Real spill, man. All day. Great live yesterday, fam. Great live. People saying Fury trying to duck as if Wilder is intimidating anyone. It's not about he intimidating. That right hand is what that right hand is. That bazooka ain't gone nowhere. You dig? I just believe that Wilder need to stay out the cooch. I'm sorry, fam. Stay out the cooch. Stay out the cooch, and the bazooka gonna be locked and loaded. That's all he got to do. Just stay out the damn cooch. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it pushing, though, fam. Let's see which. Let's keep it pushing now. So Shelly Finkel is saying that he's going into this optimistically, and he is hoping for a conclusion to the matter before the end of the year. He says he would not go into it if he didn't hope for a positive outcome. So it's all good stuff. This is all good stuff. Now, for those who don't remember, the contract stipulated that Tyson Fury and Wilder will meet again by mid-July with a 90-day extension in case of an injury. This resulted in a mid-October expiration date. Facts. And then we also learned through Bob Arum that the contract calls for many postponements. It can go all the way as far as to February. We also learned from Bob Arum that all sides agreed to go to the December fight, which means that Deontay Wilder did not let the contract expire. Everyone was on board to go to December. So, I mean, just for anyone who needs some, update on that. According to Tyson Fury, I was looking forward to smashing Wilder again. A quick and easy fight. But Wilder and his team were messing around with the date. They don't really want to fight. See, this is what was out there. This is what was out there right there. You see that? That quote from Tyson Fury right there? Wilder and his team were messing around with the date. That was the narrative. That was the narrative. That was the lies until we found out that everyone was on board for the December date. Lying on Deontay Wilder. Somehow his team is messing around with the date. That was the narrative, right? See the lie right there. Right there. And of course, if Deontay Wilder chooses not to want to this third fight, of course the contract would then be null and void then. If you make it seem like Wilder didn't want to fight and he was messing around with the dates and he wanted to back out, of course the contract would get flushed down the toilet. So they try to make it seem that way. But that wasn't the case. Never was. Never was. Now, let me see something. Now, I want y'all to know something. The perks and advantages of an arbitration or a mediation, because a lot of y'all out there were like me, and y'all figure, this weak defense right here. Like, what is this? So y'all taking this mediation arbitration as a joke. So let me explain to y'all some of the advantages, and I got it right here before me. It says, in contrast to litigation, which is a court proceeding, one cannot choose the judge. Arbitrations allows the party to choose their own tribunal. So it's something that both sides will agree in. If they're going to go after a retired judge, they can look at the resume of this judge, the decisions that this judge has made in the past, and they both can choose whichever judge they want. It says an arbitration is often faster than litigation in court. So this is going to be a fast situation. According to Shelly Finkel, he's hoping by the end of the year. It says that arbitral proceedings and arbitral awards, which is like the verdict, are generally non-public and can be made confidential. So they can make a decision in this situation and not release it to the media. They don't have to tell anyone. They could just go forward like nothing happened. It says that also some of the advantage in this situation is there are very limited avenues for appeal, which means that erroneous decisions cannot be easily overturned. So if this is a legally binding situation, it's not easily appealed and it cannot be easily overturned. You know what I'm saying? Although usually thought to be speedier when there are multiple arbitrators on the panel, juggling their schedules for hearing dates in long cases can lead to delays. So you can have delays if you have more than one judge, but in this case, it's only one. So we don't have to worry about that. Let's see. As far as enforcement, it says in some legal systems, arbitration awards have fewer enforcement options than judgments. Although in the United States, arbitration awards are enforced in the same manner as a court judgment and have the same effect. So it has the same effect as a court judgment. That's why when we be seeing these dudes go in front of like Judge Joe Brown and all of them, like these things are real. They actually have legally binding documents. They entrust that arbitrator with the powers they give that arbitrator to make the decisions, and it's legally binding. It can be enforced in court. It's not easily appealed. It's faster. It's speedier. You don't have a bunch of lawyers to hire. So it's not a whole, it's not a whole trial type thing. It's fast. It says that, let's see. Now you have binding and you have non-binding. In the non-binding arbitrational award, the mediator just sits over top of this whole situation. They mediate over it and they cannot issue a judgment. They just say, hey, this is right, this is wrong, this is right, but they cannot issue no judgment whatsoever, no arbitration award. If it's legally binding, they will be issued a arbitration award. It says, unlike court judgment, arbitration awards themselves are not directly enforceable. A party seeking to enforce an arbitration award must resort to judicial remedies called in action to confirm an award. Wow. So it can go to court. It says that, it can go to court to be enforced. But if the person chooses, I guess, not to oblige by it, of course, the person can say, hey, we're going to court and I have an arbitration award here to say you got to oblige by this. I would think that the Fury side wouldn't want to go through all that wrangling. You know what I'm saying? So as we learn about this arbitration and mediation, the main thing that us boxing fans really give a damn about with all of this legal mumbo jumbo is it enforceable? Is it legally binding? If a decision is made by this arbitrator, whether it's Judge Mabeline, Judge, whatever one of them it is, whoever the judge it is, if they make this decision, does it stick? Can it force Tyson Fury to sit down? Now, I know Bob Arum is a lawyer, right? Everyone always come in, Bob Arum should know the law. But I'm just wondering, if this mediator says you can't go nowhere, then you can't go nowhere. Simple as that. Simple as that. So it's a streamlined process. I like it. Let's see what the fam talking about. Sorry to bog y'all down so early with a bunch of legal mumbo jumbo, man. Sorry about that. Sean says, would you agree no boxer has ever made this many excuses? Not true. I mean, Tyson Fury, like I told you prior to the Klitschko fight, Sean, he made a bunch of stuff. He put a bunch of stuff out there prior to their fight, and they ain't even fought. He was accusing Klitschko of messing with the ring, messing with the gloves. He accused Klitschko of messing with the scales. He accused Klitschko of doing everything under the sun. So, I mean, hey, that's Deontay Wilder's truth. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And we ain't all got to be on board, but that's his truth. Fury can't just give the belt back. That's the WBC's business, fam. He can't just give the belt back. Nah, I mean, Fury can do what he want to do at this point. Fury will come out with some crap narrative. I've had them all. I've touched all of the belts. I don't need the belts. I'm bigger than belts. I'm John L. Sullivan. I've had them all. I don't need them. I don't need them. He'll come out with something like that. Of course, his fan base will eat it up. Fury's at that point in his career where he can fight for the belt, sure. But if he don't, I don't think people will hold him accountable to it. I'm just being honest. And that's unfortunate. Sometimes you get bigger than belts. Fury versus AJ will be known as the best or with or without. I just said that. With or without belts. See? Sean right here, he's telling you, he's showing you on board. Hey, with or without belts, I'm down to see it. And I think Fury's whole crew will feel the same way, Man, the thing they're saying about the contract is we're in the middle of a natural disaster, a pandemic. Facts. We're in the middle of a natural disaster and a pandemic. And on top of that, it was the networks that canceled this thing. So Deontay Wilder's team has nothing to do with this. What this has to do with Wilder. They just told to be there in December. That's the last they heard. So, of course not. I don't think that Tyson Fury is going nowhere. I'm sorry, fam. I just think that he's going to get the December fight. He's going to smack KBL around the ring, and then he's going to be forced to have to answer the question about Bomb Squad. That's what I think. You know what I mean? That's what I think. William, what's up, William? Good morning. Good morning. It's not a natural disaster, this pandemic. It's not a natural disaster or an act of God. The definition of an act of God is very, very vague. A lot of things can fall under that. I don't know. We'll just got to see, man. We'll just got to see. Ain't cool like Mainman. Yeah. For sure. Much love to you, Sean. Much love. Who's making an excuse? No one's. I mean, Deontay Wilder. They saying making the excuses, man. I'm not getting into all that. All I'm worried about is moving forward. Y'all are still hooked on all of that stuff in the past. Who said what? We trying to worry about if we got a third fight. That's all we want to know, man. Do we got a third fight or not? We can't let Tyson Fury just wiggle from out of this. It don't work that way. Just because y'all done with it. No, it don't work that way. He got a mediation. He has an arbitration to answer for. You dig? And I'm dying to see what the decision is going to come out of this. Some of y'all are accusing Deontay Wilder of just trying to save face. Oh, he's just trying to save face. I just told y'all that this is a good process. It's a streamlined, faster process that has legal binding powers. You can't ask for something much more than that. It's going to be interesting if the mediator rules in favor of Wilder, and let's see if Fury try to get up from under this, still, continue to try to get from under this. Be careful. I did not like for Deontay Wilder to come out talking what he was talking about, Fury, because you're giving the man ammunition. He can use that defamation suit and try to do something with it if he really want to, make some noise. This shit is just stupid, bro. You got Wilder slinging accusations. You got Fury over there trying to get out of. It's just stupid. All of this is stupid. Just freaking fight. Just freaking fight. That's all we care about. Mediations, arbitrations, hesitations, proclamations. I'm sick of it. Just freaking fight. You know what I mean? It's in the same category. It's something that's affecting everyone and it's out of your control. Yeah, but that third fight wasn't, I don't know if we can really use pandemic for that. That was a decision by the networks. When we talking the pandemic, that was the second postponement. That third postponement had nothing to do with the pandemic. It was a date conflicting with other sports. So, I mean, that's a decision that I would think that Fury's team had to make as well and say, well, we agree with the network. And according to Bob Arum, he kept saying it several times. They're right. They're right. They're right. So y'all are on board with it. No one's backing out of nothing. No one's backing out of nothing. Y'all just go there and see Judge Joe Brown. Let him mediate, or whoever y'all decide to get. Make it happen. You ain't going no damn way. Get your little December fight out the way and come on back around here in February. We know this is going to happen. But it's within our control. Is we self-isolate and wash our, but it's within our control is if we self-isolate and wash our hands. Facts. We gotta get this thing under control. Look, I'm gonna explain y'all, man. I live in Maryland, right? And our state, we thinking about going back to phase 1. Slim, and especially in my county, man, numbers flying through the roof because of the family gatherings. Man, the other day, man, I had a family gathering with my family. Well, they wanted me to come. I ain't even go. And it was a birthday party to someone near and dear to me. I wish I could have went, but they talking about this thing spread like crazy right now. And I can't really get sick. And it's sad. But it's a sacrifice that I just got to make right now. And I think we all should be trying to make that sacrifice just so we can get things back on track. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. Real spill. Let's see. Wilder ought to stay sharp in the meantime and take a fight. That'd be cool. I'd be down for that, to be honest. And I thought that was one of them. But then again, who knows? I mean, if he's injured, he gets to heal back. Remember right before, what was that, the second fight when he went in there with Luis Ortiz? I want to say right before the second fight. And remember, things almost went bad for Deontay Wilder in that situation. He didn't do like Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury took a soft touch. Wilder took an official touch. So if he takes a touch, make sure you do it like Tyson Fury is doing it. Like he chose Otto Wallin, you choose Otto Wallin. Don't go in there, he choosing, this guy, Cabiel, and then you go in there want to fight Dillian White. You know what I mean? No, don't do that, fam. Don't do that. You know what I mean? I think Mike Tyson got inspiration to fight again from Tyson Fury. Just speculate. Oh, okay. You think so? I hope so, man. I'm rooting for Mike, man. You know what I mean? I like Mike, man, but I just think Roy gonna get in there and do his thing, man. I think Roy, a lot of people thinking that Mike gonna lose control when he get in there. Like he's gonna throw the rules out the window, maybe even bite Roy Jones or something, jump on his back. I don't know. But a lot of people think that Mike gonna lose control. Mike gonna go in there. They don't think he gonna go in there on some charity stuff. They think he gonna say, throw the rules out the window and I'm knocking Roy ass out. I don't know, man. I'm rocking with Roy, bro. Roy is the more active fighter. He's been in UFC, still training fighters constantly, always still in the gym. I'm going with the gym rat, man. I'm going with the gym rat. Mainman Fury, no, he cheated. That's why he never denied the accusations. Of course, not going to deny the accusations. My thing is, man, at the end of the day, I think it's like I said, it's all hype. Fury may be playing in it. I don't know. I mean, as far as the accusations are concerned, anything about gloves and stuff like that, y'all know I don't usually get too much into that. But Deontay Wilder feel like that's his truth. If that's his truth, then present it. That's my whole point. If that's your truth, you think that's what happened, you got the evidence to show it, present it. Make it happen. You know what I mean? My position is fighters cheat all the time. I know people don't like my position, but if I go back through the halls of boxing and we pull out cheating stories, it surprised some of y'all. Surprised some of y'all. So this is boxing. They only going to get away with what you allow them to. That's why when you go into a fight and especially on fight day, it's warfare. Everything you're doing, you're in warfare, man. You know, you from being in their locker room to everything, from working in the locker room to cameras coming, everything you doing, every appearance you showing from that point is warfare. It's mental games. You can't get caught in the glitz and glam and the oohs and ahs and take your eye off the ball. Because if you allow a fighter to slip through the cracks, you damn right they're going to slip through the cracks. So I told y'all before, some of your favorite fighters, the guys y'all thought was just the best fighters in the world, I can guarantee you we can find instances they cut a corner or two. This is boxing. And if Wilder's side was on the A game, whatever you accusing of happening wouldn't have happened. That's just my whole position. And this is coming from a man who just loves the sport. And we know what the sport is, you know. Fighters cheat all the time. It's just what it is. I can't sit here and turn and act like it don't happen. I can't act like that well over 60 to 70% of fighters are PED. I can't use PED. I can't act like that don't exist. I can play stupid. Oh my God, keep the sport clean. Don't cheat. Why are you cheating in our sport? As if we got the cleanest sport in the world. Man, this is the most filthiest, trifling sport on planet Earth, but we love it. So that's what it is. You know what I mean? I'm being honest. I'm just being honest. And Wilder need to understand, bro. You dropped the ball. It's just simple as that. I love you, Wilder. I love everything you stand for. I rock with you 100, but you dropped the ball and got played. And they trying to continue to play you. And I'm glad you're putting your foot down with this mediation. Because now let's see if they try to wiggle from under this. I think he will have a back-to-back fight with AJ, then it will be on to Wilder. Nah, that can't happen. Now, that cannot happen. The AJ fight cannot come before the Wilder fight under any circumstances. AJ Cabiel is as far as we're willing to go. That's as far as we're willing to go. Nah, but ain't no damn way that we're going to allow an AJ fight. And then, not going to happen. That belt ain't coming back. And then Tyson Fury may retire. It's not going to happen, Will. You know Tyson Fury, if he beats AJ, he's done, bro. He got nothing else to prove. He done. I don't care what he say. Oh, I'm fighting for the next 5 years. No, I don't believe it. You beat AJ, you're done, bro. You out of here. And you're going to run around with this story that you beat AJ, you beat Wilder, and you're done. No. We can't let that happen. We can't let that happen. Show, Mainman, our numbers going up here in Missouri. Same here. For real. Everybody numbers going up, man. This winter, this cold weather, man. I'm telling y'all, man, protect your families, protect everybody. And this thing ain't right, bro. Everyone who I've known who has got it, they tell you, man, this thing ain't right. Don't mess with it ain't just a cold, man. Everybody like it's just a cold. Nah, bro, people living with this shit even when it's gone. Man, must be coming around, man, I feel faint. They've had that COVID thing months ago. It still lingers. That thing ain't right, bro. They made that thing in a lab, champ. So protect yourselves. I understand we bored as hell in the house. I get bored. I got to go out here every day, though, for my business. But at the end of the day, I get bored in the house just like everybody, too. On the weekends, I'm like, damn, especially when you got a pocket full of money. You're like, I want to go do X, Y, Z, but you can't do nothing. I'm good with that. I see y'all next summer. Keep y'all ass in the house. Watch Mainman, Mademan. Rock with the homie. I'm out of here, fam. Thumbs up on the way out if you did not hit it on the way in. We'll talk more later. For everyone, just give me, if y'all can give me head, I'm gonna give y'all heads up. We Talking Boxing, the flagship program that I so dearly love to do. We Talking Boxing will be done tomorrow because I want to see the Kell Brook versus Terrence Crawford weigh-in before I give final thoughts on that situation. So if y'all can bear with me, We Talking Boxing will happen tomorrow, where we do the list of topics, where we run through them back to back to back, and we will get to Bud and Kell Brook final prediction, final layout before we move forward. So y'all can give me to tomorrow. I would greatly appreciate it. You will see that big old yellow thumbnail pop up in your feed sometime tomorrow, man. Much love to you all. Thumbs up on the way out. Like I told y'all, if you left nothing, if you didn't learn anything today, arbitrations are good in this situation. It has legally binding powers. This is said by Shelly Finkel to possibly reach a conclusion by the end of the year. You know, it has teeth, though, fam. Anyone who thinks this is a weak defense, anyone who thinks that this is just a joke in a far, it's official. You do your homework about arbitrations. Do your homework about mediations. And most importantly, know the difference between a legally binding arbitration and a non-legal binding arbitration. This is a legal binding one. So this is Deontay Wilder fighting a good fight. Much love to y'all, man. I catch up with y'all soon. We'll talk more about this later, man. I gotta get out of here. I catch up with y'all, man. So to the next video, thumbs up for me. Salute and once again everybody in Mainman Made Man's Boxing Forum. And I catch up with y'all soon. Until the next one, man. Peace out.